Facebook campaign planning. What campaigns should I create? The first step you should take is nailing down your business's numbers and then working backwards to find your daily ad spend budget. So the first question, what is your customer average order value? This is AOV for short. Even better, do you know your average lifetime customer value? This is over the life of a customer. What is their average total value of orders, payments that they have made to you? If you are a brand new business, you won't know your customer lifetime value, so you will have to begin with your AOV. Let's use our Mod MBA course for this example. Our Mod MBA course AOV, average order value, is $9.97. While we do have other affiliate offers and our ad management upsell contributing to our customer lifetime value, to make this an easier calculation, we will base our math just on our one-time AOV, that one-time order. So here's a pro tip rule you should write down. Your daily budget for ad spend is equal to 10 times your CPA, or cost per action. This is the optimal budget for collecting enough data via Facebook ads. Anything less, and you won't be collecting enough data in order to optimize your ads. So what is CPA, or cost per action? This is your ad spend divided by number of conversions. So an example, we run an ad campaign, it is viewed 5,000 times, it receives 200 clicks, and there was a total of 20 conversions. The total ad spend was $200. So how do we calculate the CPA? Ad spend divided by number of conversions, so 200 divided by 20 equals $10 cost per action. So if you're just starting out, you haven't run any ads, you've never sold your product, you won't know your CPA yet. So we need to start, and we need to start testing. But at minimum, you do know your product and services cost. What does it cost to make? What are your expenses? So again, our Mod MBA example, our AOV equals $9.97, the average order value. Our expenses and cost of goods per order equals $9.47. So our average order value minus our expenses equals our profit per order, $50. So our break-even CPA, that means I won't make $1 at this cost, is $50. So this means we can spend up to $50 per action, that is total ad spend per order, and still break even. This means we can profit on any CPA up to $49.99. It may be only 1 penny, but it still is profit. So our goal is to get our CPA under 50. So we want to optimize our ads to get this lowest CPA. So now it is time to start testing ads to find our actual CPA and then optimize our ads ongoing to continue to lower our CPA. So remember my pro tip, daily budget equals 10 times your CPA. So our optimal budget for this specific product to collect enough data via Facebook ads would be 10 times $50 equals $500 daily budget. So now it is time to split our daily budget over several key campaigns. Think of this as your customer's journey from cold, not knowing you, all the way to making a purchase or converting. This is your time to present your brand as a solution to the user's problem. You'll use these ads to overcome customers' objections. You'll use them to build trust until they finally convert to a sale. So first, top of funnel campaigns. 20% of my daily ad spend budget is allocated to top of funnel campaigns. I use these top of funnel campaigns to feed the Facebook pixel. You need more data so you can keep growing bigger, better, and warmer custom audiences and lookalike audiences. Top of funnel campaigns are for you to identify users interested in what you are offering. People who click, people who watch, people who engage with your ad. These are those people saying, hey, I'm interested. These people will populate your custom audience for future retargeting, i.e. a warm audience. Then we'll use this custom audience data to create high-quality lookalike audiences. So if you aren't sure of your exact target market, that is okay. That is what these top-of-funnel campaigns are for, targeting broad audiences that are typically 1 million plus. For example, to target all potential business owners in a region, I will target 18 plus, my region being USA, and then for detailed targeting, under behaviors, I'll search business page admins. That is a very broad audience that is targeting everybody who has a Facebook business page, but a great top of funnel ad. You are testing your content with a cold audience and seeing who says, hey, that's interesting. This is the time for audience development and testing ads. At an ad's basic level, you are identifying XYZ problem and offering a solution via your product or service. Rarely will a top of funnel ad directing people straight to your offer or product sales page convert to a sale. You need to first make your audience aware they indeed have that problem that you are solving. Think of any infomercial you have ever seen. You need to remind people of a problem they have and then offer your product as a solution. Get them saying, yes, I need that. So our goal is to find your perfect target market first. This is your ad set. This is where you select your audience. Then we can optimize ads later. So this means split testing at the ad set level, one variable at a time. I will split test my top of funnel budget, remember 20% of my total daily budget, over the following 3 top of funnel campaign objectives: traffic, video views, and post engagement. So remember, 500 total daily budget times 20%, so 100 is allocated for my top of funnel campaigns. So I could break that down: 33 to traffic campaigns, 33 to video views, 33 to post engagement. Now, I don't want you to write down that last slide and scribe it into stone. This is not a set rule. You could do $100 all towards a traffic campaign. Say if you have a great blog post packed with valuable content and you want to just drive users there. But in that same note, we could include that blog post URL in a Facebook page post and then use a post engagement campaign to drive people to that great blog post. Or we could create a video version of that same blog post and then use a video views campaign to get people to see that content right on their Facebook feed. So you see what I did there? There's 3 ways for people to consume the same piece of content. I'm just testing to see what form of content works best with my target audience. Sometimes I'll get a cheaper cost per click via post engagement than a traffic campaign. And sometimes people want to stay on Facebook or Instagram and watch that native video right in their feed. So I can create that blog post as an engaging half text, half photo, 30-second video, and then target that video audience later. So long story short, I am amazed by the varying results I get from different niches on Facebook and different target markets. Sometimes I get cheaper link clicks from post engagement campaigns. Sometimes video views convert to sales at top of funnel. I just always suggest split testing content and ads to see what drives the highest relevancy and lowest cost per action for your brand. And I also highly suggest creating at least 1 to 2 videos so you can start building those video engagement custom audiences. Facebook highly favors video content in their feed. Like I said, this is native. This is a video uploaded to their feed. People don't leave Facebook, they stay on Facebook to watch it. So take advantage of this. I see some of my best returns on ad spend from driving people directly to my video or webinar via a video view campaign. Then I retarget that video engagement custom audience with a conversion campaign and a purchase event. So my top of funnel campaign is a video view, then my middle of funnel is a conversion campaign with the purchase event. This is a 2-step funnel that gets people to convert and buy. again and again. So once you create a top of funnel campaign, toggle on the CBO or campaign budget optimization option at the objection selection level. So one rule, allocate at minimum $1 per ad set. Obviously that's just the low. It will be a lot higher because, for my example, I'm allocating 100 daily budget just for this top of funnel. So as for split test, I suggest testing 10 ad sets. So this is a single campaign, say a traffic objective, and then under that objective, there'll be 10 ad sets, and then the same dynamic creative ad under each one of those ad sets. So make sure to watch our lecture, How to Split Test Facebook Ad Sets with Campaign Budget Optimization, to see how to duplicate ad sets and split test with CBO. So as for those 10 split test ad sets, here's how I break them down. For 6 out of 10 ad sets, I will select lookalike audiences of people who have taken action, such as leads, purchases, the top 25% of viewers on my website, video views, and so on. Next, for 3 out of 10 ad sets, now one note here, if you're starting from scratch and don't have any custom audiences or any lookalike audiences yet, this number will be 9 out of 10 ad sets. You can see how I favor lookalike audiences. They just perform better than targeting a straight cold interest. But, like I said, if you're just starting out, we got to start somewhere, right? So I will target a cold audience, single interest, single demographic, gender, age, location, or behavior in each ad set. Remember, 1 variable per ad set, so it is a true split test. One pro tip is to sit down and create an avatar of your perfect customer. What do they do? What are their interests? What are their age? Where do they live? What are their behaviors? This is a great way to create different audiences to split test. Now remember, top of funnel, go broad. Here are some examples. Women, 18 plus, USA. That's a pretty broad audience, right? Or ages 25 to 44, USA. Or 18 plus, USA, dogs via detailed targeting. Or ages 13 to 18, USA, manual placements, and then I select iOS devices only. This is a perfect broad audience for my client with an iOS mobile game specifically for teens. So we go very broad at top of funnel so we can start building our custom audiences with people saying, hey, I'm interested. Now for my final 1 out of 10 ad sets, we'll set this to the max broad audience, targeting 1 country, ages 18 to 65 plus, all gender, all language. This is the fail-safe ad set in case you are targeting the completely wrong types of people in the first 9 ad sets. Your relevant ad content will grab the attention of the correct users in this broad audience. So every 3 days or 1,000 impressions per ad set, I will review these ad sets and toggle off the losers. But remember, top of funnel is for testing. So don't just leave the remaining 9 ad sets after you toggle off 1 loser. Instead, add a new ad set to this top of funnel campaign to test new interests, or maybe a lookalike at a different percent, i.e. 10% lookalike instead of the 1% lookalike I started with, and so on. One of my best performing split test ideas is to duplicate winning ad sets, and then just adjust the segmenting on the new test. For example, maybe I'll target men only in the duplicate, or maybe an age segment of the duplicate, or people in X state only. This segment test helps you narrow in on your perfect audience even further in these winning ad sets. So if you have a huge budget, you can start with, say, 50 ad sets targeting 1 audience each. But if you can only afford that 100 to 500 per day for this top of funnel campaign, I suggest only using these 10 ad sets and toggling off losers every 3 days and then adding new test audiences. I want to always have 10 active ad sets in this top of funnel testing campaign. So as you can see, we are split testing a single audience in each ad set. So I'm at the ad set level tab And then along the left side here, you can see I named each ad set with the specific interest or lookalike I am targeting. So at the bottom, there's my broad audience. Then there's a lookalike audience of my buyers. Then there's the entrepreneurship, all the way to the top where you can see the clear winning audience, Entrepreneur Magazine. That's the detailed targeting. So to further optimize, I will duplicate this winning ad set, then adjust the audience to a smaller segment, such as men only. So you can see why I decided that based on the breakdown menu. So click the breakdown menu in the top right on your ads manager, and then select age and gender. And then I looked at my results. So a promising split test segment to consider would be obviously men. And if I wanted to go even further, I could choose just 25 to 34 for age. My favorite lookalike audiences. So take a screenshot of this slide because these are my go-to favorite lookalikes. Now, a warm custom audience is always best. This is someone who's already engaged with your post, your website, a video, and so on. But my second best favorite audience to target is a lookalike. Facebook uses hundreds of data points to find users that look and act online nearly the exact same as your custom audience. So take advantage of this giant data hold that Facebook has. Rather than targeting a broad interest, why not let Facebook create a lookalike of people who have already engaged with your product? So one of my favorites, website custom audience, visitors by time spent, top 25%. This removes users who bounce from your site right away. I don't want people who see my site or read for 2 seconds and then leave. I want to be focused on the people who are reading those long blog posts, engaging with videos, content, spending the most time on my site. Next, Facebook page custom audience, everyone who engaged with your page. Then there's the Instagram business profile custom audience, everyone who engaged with your business. Next, video engagement custom audience, people who either completed or viewed at least 15 seconds of your video. This is called a through play. So this is what I touched on earlier. We can collect an audience of people who watch our entire video or a good portion of it and then retarget them on Facebook. But then the second best is creating a lookalike of this video engagement. Then your obvious fail-safes are your website custom audiences of add to cart, initiate checkout, all website visitors. I like to create a custom audience for different time segments. 7 days, 14 days, 30 days, 60, 90, 180. This way you can be collecting different sizes and different temperatures of audiences. Somebody who added to cart in the last 7 days is pretty warm. They're ready to make a purchase. Maybe just something in their life came up and they couldn't finish the purchase. So retarget this hot audience of 7 or 14 days. But again, these are some great lookalikes. People who add to cart. I want more people like that, right? So let Facebook go find people similar to people who initiated checkout, added to your cart, visited specific web pages, such as a landing page or a specific product page. And finally, are the customer list custom audiences. So don't just upload your entire email list here. Rather, segment the list by email subscribers, various leads from your varying lead gen, and finally, buyers. I will also segment buyers by multiple purchase or single purchase. But if you're just starting out, don't have too many, you can just create one big bucket of all buyers for this customer list. This is a great thing to tell Facebook to go create a lookalike of. Hey, these people have bought. Go find more people like this. So eventually you want to replace nearly all of your cold traffic targeting, i.e. cold interest, demo, behavior, with lookalike audiences. Like I said, 6 out of 10 top of funnel ad set audience targeting should be lookalike audiences. Facebook builds the best lookalike audience with custom audiences of 1,000 or more users. I'll say that again. A custom audience should be 1,000 or more users before you create a lookalike. So while I could target a custom audience with a single person in it you creating a lookalike audience of that single person custom audience is not going to be great. Facebook needs a lot of data, typically 1,000 or more users, before they can create a great lookalike audience. So just note that. We can start retargeting custom audiences the first day. Somebody lands on my website, they are in my custom audience, I can retarget them. But I can't properly create a lookalike audience of that custom audience until it reaches 1,000 users. This is because you will eventually have custom audiences of thousands of users that have done that XYZ thing, visited your site, clicked your ad, made a purchase. So by using Facebook's data, we can let them find users similar to our past converting custom audiences. Now, as I mentioned, we can always split test cold traffic for top of funnel testing campaigns. But from our extensive research running ads for clients, we see lookalike audiences perform the best for top of funnel targeting. So one of my favorite top of funnel ads is a post engagement campaign. So let me ask you a question. Why drive people to a lead capture page via a conversion campaign and pay $1 to $5 per lead? Instead, publish a post to your Facebook page asking a question that will hook and inspire your target market to engage and comment on this post. Plus, users who comment have just made a micro transaction with your brand, which makes them that much warmer and closer to becoming your eventual paying customer. So I will typically target a broad audience with this post engagement campaign. My goal is to split test varying posts with questions that will get my target market to engage, and specifically get comments on the post, i.e. answers to the question, for less than 25 cents per comment. So as you can see in this post example, what is your business idea? What business have you wanted to launch but have yet to take action on? Your opinion matters. Comment your business idea below for feedback. We split test a few of these different posts, a few of these different questions, ran a post engagement campaign behind each one, and found a clear winner. These people who comment just raised their hand and said, hey, I've been wanting to start a business idea. That would have cost $1 to $5 per lead if I was driving people to my website and capturing their email. Yes, I'm only on Facebook with them, but I can message them, I can comment back. This is a way cheaper way of collecting audiences. Plus, we could integrate this with other softwares such as ManyChat. We'll touch on that later. So think of these 25-cent leads that we can retarget via the custom audience, Facebook page custom audience, people who have engaged with any post or ad. So like I said, instead of paying up to $5 for this email lead, I now have them in a custom audience I can retarget later on, or directly reach out to them via message and comment. So an added benefit of using a post engagement campaign is you can build up social proof on a post, likes, comments, shares, which leads to natural virality. People prefer to share or comment on a post that already has a ton of engagement. So pro tip here, a post with higher social proof will lead to more organic reach from shares and cheaper cost per engagement with your post engagement campaign. Facebook will serve your ad at a lower cost per impression because of this social proof. Talk about win-win. Facebook wants to share posts that are getting engagement. They want to keep people on Facebook, right? They make more money. So one more quick hack. Whenever you find one of these winning posts and have decided on one to get behind, get yourself and a few friends, or even you liking as different Facebook pages, to like this post. So as you can see, we have a like, a heart, and a wow face. That's just me liking as Course Envy, liking as our Course Envy ad agency, liking as Mod MBA. But it catches people's attention instantly. Oh wow, 3 likes already, 1,000 people reached, whatever, right? So one more note on post engagement. Engagement is part of the ad relevance diagnostics. You can find this rating on the ad level tab in your ads manager. So once you find winning ad posts at any level, top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel, use at minimum a $5 a day post engagement ad to boost up this relevance rating and continue to build social proof, likes, comments, shares, for these winning ad posts. Remember, ad posts with no social proof equal more expensive ads. When you have all 3 ratings of these ad relevancy diagnostics at above average, you will get way cheaper ads. So the perfect post equals 1+ share per 100 impressions. And again, comments under 25 cents each. So keep split testing post content to optimize for these metrics. Once you find that near perfect Facebook post, you can use this post as your ad. So at the ad level, click edit, and then under the creative, instead of create ad, click use existing post. So we can set this existing post for all of our ads for any campaign objective and maintain or even grow the social proof. So this is a great way to focus all of your energy down on a single post to build up those likes, comments, and shares. So you can search through all of your posts, both published posts on your Facebook page and posts that are just ads, by navigating to the page post page in your Business Manager menu. So just click your menu button in the top left corner. In that drop down, select page post, and it's here you can copy the ad's post ID and then use it in all of your varying ad sets. So again, by doing this, you won't have a new ad post under each ad set, rather the same post. So all of the social proof, all of the engagement, likes, shares, comments, grows for just a single post. So just copy that winning ad, the one with the most engagement, post ID here on the page post page. This is the post that got the most engagement for the lowest cost and has 1+ share per 100 impressions and comments under 25 cents each. Once we have that post ID copied, navigate to your campaign, edit each ad. Again, click that use existing post, then click the enter post ID link, and then paste in this winning ad post ID. So here's a post engagement hack for you. After you spend all that money on ad campaigns, click the likes for that post on your Facebook page or page post page. In this pop-up, click the invite button next to the Facebook user's name to invite them to like your page. You can also do this automatically with the Chrome extension called Invite Post Likers to Like Page for Facebook. So here's my final testing ad creative setup. This works for top of funnel, middle of funnel, or bottom of funnel. We have our single campaign objective, such as traffic, and then under that, I have 10 ad sets, and under each ad set, I have one dynamic creative ad. So this is 10 total images and videos, using 5 variables for each dynamic creative asset. So a pro tip for duplicating split tests: create the dynamic creative ad under a single ad set first. This will be your base broad targeting ad set. Then you can easily duplicate the ad set under this original campaign 10 times, that is 10 ad sets, and then edit each ad set to a varying single audience for split testing. So as you can see in this screenshot, I have my individual campaign created with one ad set under it and one dynamic creative under that. I click those 3 dots next to the ad set name, then I click duplicate. So in your ads manager, click create, and we want to switch to this quick creation view, not the guided view. So I'll just switch back here. It's up in the top right. Switch to quick creation, and it's in this pop-up here. We can name our campaign, select our objective, traffic's fine, and then we want to make sure to toggle on our CBO here. That's a campaign budget optimization, at least $1 per ad set. Name our ad set, name our ad. This will be our broad ad. We want to create our broad audience first, and then we'll duplicate that 9 times for our 10 total ad sets. So save to draft. This pops up here. Now we go to the ad set level and turn on dynamic creative. So toggle that on, click continue. And now on the ad level, we can fill out all these dynamic creative assets. Select our page, scroll down here, There we go. Select images, select videos, select up to 10 total. So I usually like to split it. 5 images, 5 videos. So I'll just select a few here for this example. Okay. And then select videos. Okay, there's our 10 total variables there. Now we want to fill out our dynamic creative assets below here. So add another, all these add another options here. First I'll fill out the website. So there we go. We want add another option for each one of these dynamic creative options. Primary text, headline. Obviously this is just filler, placeholder for you. But this is where you test all 5. We have 2 of 5 here. Test all those variations you can think of. And Facebook will dynamically test each one of these assets and create combinations of ads and tell you which ones are resulting in the highest clicks, in the highest engagement. So test all of these. Try to test 5 variables each. So there we go. We have this created. We have our broad audience here. We're on the audience, the ad set level, United States, living in 18 to 65. That's as broad as we can get, right? So these 3 dots, click that, action menu, and duplicate. So original campaign, yes, keep that selected because we want it under that original campaign. And then I'll change this to 9. So in addition to our initial one, that is 10 total ad sets. Then duplicate. There we go. There's our 10. Now our ad is set, right? Now we need to just go in and change each ad set. One single audience per ad set. So change the name of this. Dogs will be our interest. So type in dogs to detailed targeting. There's our interest. Okay, there's our first one. Now we go through. I can check and make sure this ad looks right. Great. See it duplicated fine. As long as I create it correctly initially, the duplicate will be the same for each ad set, right? So now our second ad set, I want to change to marketing. Okay, scroll down to detailed targeting. I'll look up that interest, select that. There we go. And continue so on. So we have one interest per ad set. So let's do a custom audience for this one so you can see that. Website clicks. Okay, so that's all website clicks for learn.course-envy. So I'll copy that name and throw it in the ad set name. There we go. So continue to do this for each ad set so each one has a single target audience. Then publish. Top of funnel content. People hate being sold. People are not on Facebook to buy. They are on Facebook to see what their friends and the pages they like are up to. Avoid selling right away unless your product is under a $30 price point. Anything under this price point is considered an impulse buy. Think of infomercials, $19.99, $9.99, right? So never target a cold audience with your sales pitch otherwise. You need to nurture the relationship and build trust with this potential customer since your ad is interrupting their normal newsfeed. Give away value at the top of funnel. Then retarget these warm custom audiences later in the middle of funnel and bottom of funnel campaigns. Don't rush the sale. Here's a list of my favorite top of funnel content to promote to cold audiences. Polls, surveys, quizzes, and questions. My first suggestion, use software. I'll show you a few later. Or you can simply ask questions in your ad copy that make the users want to reply via comments or click that send message call to action button on the ad itself. So this depends on which custom audience you want to build. Next, videos. These can be commercials. These can be educational. These can be entertaining. Or they can be a mixture of both. Those are the best. One of my favorites is Squatty Potty. So I'm sharing this slide with you. Make sure to come to this slide and click this hyperlink URL so you can watch the Squatty Potty commercial. Next are lists, i.e. top 10 ways to do XYZ, the 7 best products for XYZ. These can be blog post lists, these can be videos of those blog post lists. Just offer free value relevant to your target market. You want your relevant target market to raise their hand saying, oh, that's similar to something I need. Contests and giveaways. I do warn, these can attract freebie seekers that aren't easy to sell to later on. So think of win-win giveaways if you are going to create contests or giveaways. For example, my restaurant clients. An offer I'll do is a free slice of pie or free ice cream with any order. You're getting the customer in the door and still making some money. And finally, lead magnets. This can be a free course, free ebook, free tutorial, a video, a coupon, a free product, anything. Come to my website and get this X thing for free. So yes, you could collect a lead here or an email address. But typically, I like to use lead magnets that collect an email address at least one step lower, maybe middle of funnel. I'll just drive them to my website where there's something free, no email required, to really build that trust for top of funnel. But if you're tight on ad spend and you want to test a 2-step funnel, you could start with a lead magnet here and then retarget that custom audience or email list with your sales offer at the next step of the funnel. So a pro tip, try to test at least 2 different top of funnel ad content options from these examples above, each offering a different value proposition. This way you can see what content resonates with your audience. So why questions and polls? Think of some of the biggest blogs online. Huffington Post, BuzzFeed. The examples are endless. Go and look at their trending, most popular content. One of the top posts will most likely be a quiz or a poll. So why? People love themselves, and they love sharing the results on social. This means built-in organic reach, because they're sharing it with their friends. People want to answer questions and polls about their favorite topic. Me, myself, and I. You can get very personal with your interactive content and collect a ton of info on your potential customer. Plus, getting users to complete microtransactions, even if they are free, such as posting a comment or answering a survey, this gets them that much warmer and committed to your brand, making them easier to convert to a sale later on. So here's some examples. Here was a Disney ad. Which Disney prince or princess are you? Take this quiz. People are on Facebook and Instagram to have fun. Just try to keep the question, poll, or quiz relevant to your brand, optimally categorizing users so you can build unique custom audiences to test. So while yes, this is getting Disney fans to raise their hand, I'm interested, I could ask a question or two that gets more information about that user. Are you a mom? Do you have kids? And so on, right? Here's a Tesla poll. How much would you save by buying an electric car? So this is a great way to identify top of funnel users interested in this topic. Then you can retarget and sell them on the benefits of Tesla as the best electric car option. Or with this list of emails you collect, you could cross-promote a solar panel affiliate offer. So I could make money twice off this list. And the final 2 examples, what do you think about XYZ hot button topic? Politics, education, health. Or calculate how much you are wasting on XYZ, rent, Facebook ads, and so on. People on social media are opinionated. Take advantage to find people with opinions relevant to your brand. So a pro tip here, obviously, go search the various big blogs out there such as BuzzFeed for quiz ideas and questions to borrow from. But another easy one, just search Google to see popular auto-populate questions that people type into the search bar. For example, how much or what is? These can make great top of funnel polls. So if you really want to boost your marketing with interactive content, we suggest CourseEnvy.com/outgrow. If you have ever taken a quiz online that requires your email address before you get to see the results, there's a good chance it was hosted by Outgrow. They have no-code tools to acquire qualified leads via calculators, quizzes, assessments, giveaways, surveys, polls, and more. We love using traffic campaigns, directing people to Outgrow polls, which quickly segment my audiences for me. For example, this is for a client I had that was a hairstylist. So we had this simple question to start the survey: do you like your hair long or short? This instantly segmented people and tagged them accordingly and directed these users to different sales offers or value propositions that are unique to each one. So for the one, it directed them to a blog post, the top 10 long hair care products, while the other was 20 actresses with short hairstyles you can copy. Each one of them intertwined with links to my client's products and appointment booking links. So this poll and survey enabled them to warm up their audience, build their custom audiences, and serve them all with super relevant, personalized content that you would have never known unless you asked. Nor would you be able to retarget via ads later on. You will now have a list of people that you know are short hair and a list of people you know are long haired. Plus, again, answering these questions are small microtransactions. Remember, this is getting them in their mind saying yes to your brand. This in turn increases sales conversions in these later BOF campaigns or bottom of funnel. Now, another way to grow your email list is via viral giveaways. So avoid those token iPad giveaways. Those will only find freebie seekers. Create a win-win brand awareness play by giving away your own brand's products. We use King Sumo. King Sumo has built-in virality that allows people who enter your contest to earn more entries by sharing your contest on their own social media. Following your social media, clicking a link, watching a video. Here's an example we used to launch our Etsy case study with entrepreneur-focused t-shirts. So as you can see, once a user enters the contest, they are given the option to get more entries into the contest by completing these actions. And most are based on viral actions, such as sharing. So you decide what the actions are, the number of entries that are awarded for each, while creating your giveaway in King Sumo. Middle of funnel campaigns. 50% of my daily ad spend budget is allocated to middle of funnel campaigns. With our middle of funnel campaigns, we want to start retargeting our warm audiences inside of our custom audiences to sell our product or service. So besides just targeting our custom audiences, we can continue testing targeting cold audiences with our offer or for sale ad. So for almost all of my middle of funnel ads, I will create a conversion objective with a purchase event goal campaign. So you can change your conversion goal in accordance to your campaign's goal. Maybe you're not selling and instead collecting leads. So you would select that event instead. We want Facebook to find and optimize our ads for users most likely to convert. We also want to be building our custom audiences with the most likely to convert users as well. So again, great area to split test. One middle of funnel campaign can be conversion objective, targeting add to cart event. The second one, conversion objective, purchase event. I typically just start with what I want. I want Facebook to go find people who are likely to convert to purchase. But yes, it is worth a split test. You can start a retargeting campaign with as little as one person in your custom audience. While the ad may not spend all of your daily budget, it will work. But my rule of thumb is to get at least 1,000 users in a custom audience before starting retargeting. But again, you can start day one and just slowly build that custom audience as you go along. So once you create your middle of funnel conversion campaign, again, toggle on CBO with a minimum of $1 per ad set. Again, watch that split test Facebook ad sets with campaign budget optimization to learn how to duplicate ad sets. So for my first middle of funnel campaign, this will be a conversion campaign with 3 ad sets below it. Each will retarget a single top of funnel custom audience. These will be our first ads retargeting a user that is warm. So select custom audiences of people who viewed your top of funnel content, such as view content, a specific website traffic, video views, post engagement. These 3 ad sets will be targeting our top of funnel custom audiences. So one note here, make sure to create all your custom audiences up front, or at minimum while creating your top of funnel campaigns. So these can be building and collecting users from day one and ready once you begin creating retargeting campaigns. Again, these middle of funnel campaigns will consist of ads driving people to our sales page. Top of funnel, creating awareness, offering value, building the relationship. Middle of funnel, now it's time to sell. You're retargeting people who have seen your brand, seen your content, and said, hey, I'm interested. Now it's time to sell them. Or at minimum, get them further down the funnel. Get them to add it to a cart. Get them to look at your content longer. And then we can close the sale in our bottom of funnel ad. That said, I do get a lot of conversions at middle of funnel campaigns. So sometimes I don't need that bottom of funnel. But I keep that on for the people who don't convert at middle of funnel. Just make sure to exclude past buyers from your middle of funnel campaigns and exclude them from your bottom of funnel campaigns. You don't want to waste ad spend on past buyers. So my second campaign in my middle of funnel will also be a conversion campaign, and it will have at least 7 ad sets under it. So these 7 ad sets will target a mixture of lookalike audiences. Again, reference the slide in our top of funnel section titled My Favorite Lookalike Audiences, and cold audiences. These can be those single interests, demographics, gender, age, location, behavior. 1 per ad set. So one of my most successful targeting options is a 1% lookalike audience of the top of funnel content. For example, a lookalike audience of the custom audience collecting my top of funnel blog post website traffic. So I'm telling Facebook to go find people similar to the people who took action at the top of funnel. So why am I still targeting cold audiences in my middle of funnel? I am always surprised by the amount of cold users that don't engage with my top of funnel value offer, right? But they do make an impulse purchase from my middle of funnel campaign, which is promoting the sale of my product or service. One of my favorite cold audiences is 18 plus, USA, engaged shoppers. This is a behavior under the detailed targeting field. These are users who click the shop button often on Facebook and Instagram. So again, I'm always testing. Don't think you need a perfect top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. Sometimes you'll get some random sales at middle of funnel. So here are my highest return on marketing investment campaigns I run for my clients with local businesses. Top of funnel is a video views objective with a video commercial targeting a 10-mile radius around the store location. Again, education meets entertainment. Watch the Squatty Potty commercial. That's the perfect commercial formula. Then for my middle of funnel campaign, it's a conversion objective targeting the custom audience. For my top of funnel video, this is a video engagement through plays audience, and I'll target them with an offer, such as free ice cream with the purchase of any meal, which I will create at the ad set level. This is a great 2-step funnel that can get you paying customers in the door for a very low cost per action. Bottom of funnel campaigns. 20% of my daily ad spend budget is allocated to bottom of funnel campaigns. Now it is time to convert and close the sale of these warm audiences. For all of my bottom of funnel ads, I will create a conversion objective with the purchase event goal. Again, your conversion event can change in accordance to your campaign's event goal, such as lead, sign up, and so on. Our goal is to retarget the warmest audience possible at the bottom of funnel, such as custom audience of users who fired the event, add to cart, or initiated checkout in the last 14 days. These are those people who just got busy with life. They got to my checkout page. They added something to their cart. but I'm excluding those who made a purchase. So you see that? At the ad set level, I target, custom audience, add to cart, exclude, standard event, purchase. Second ad set, target, custom audience, initiate checkout, exclude, purchase. Now again, we can test varying durations for these custom audiences. 7 days, 14 days, 30 days, and so on. Typically, I see the highest results from my 7 and 14 day windows. I'm targeting people within that first week or 2 weeks to close the sale. Retargeting someone who added to the cart 60 days ago, that's wasted ad spend most of the time. But it's worth a test. So again, for your bottom of funnel budget, create your conversion campaign, toggle on CBO. Like I mentioned, now is the time to convert this audience. So you want to target the warmest custom audience you have. My best performing bottom of funnel custom audiences include video views 75%. These are those people who stuck it out the longest. They watch most of the video. Next one, customer lists. These are those email leads. These are those leads I collected with a poll or survey at my top of funnel or my lead magnet. Then obviously add to cart, initiate checkout, but I want to make sure to exclude past purchases in all of my middle of funnel and bottom of funnel campaigns so I don't waste ad spend on past customers. Unless, of course, I have multiple products, then you don't need to exclude past buyers because you're potentially selling them more products. So if you have an e-commerce store of many products, no need to exclude. If you're selling a single product, like my example throughout this lecture, the Mod MBA course, I want to exclude past people who have purchased to not waste that ad spend. Next, middle of funnel view content. These are those middle of funnel custom audiences, such as website traffic to XYZ product page. Next, one of my favorites, website visitors by time spent, top 25%. This eliminates all that bounce traffic and only focuses on the people who have been reading reviews, reading my about page, reading all of my website content, and spending the most time there. These people are close. You typically just need to overcome an objection to close the sale with these people. And then finally, Facebook page custom audience, people who engaged with any post or ad. So here are my bottom of funnel rules. Remember, like any proper funnel or sales page, landing page, whatever you want to call it, you want to be driving people to a website with a single goal on it. Eliminate as many holes in the funnel as possible. By holes, I mean links to other pages on your sales page, or you offering too many options on the sales page, or you asking for varying results on one page, such as, here's my newsletter sign up, here's my Facebook like button, oh yeah, here's my add to cart button. An ad should never direct people to your generic homepage, such as CourseEnvy.com. Every ad should be laser focused on the result you want. A traffic objective to a blog post, video views for a video, conversions on a product page, email signups on a lead capture page. So I suggest everybody take my free course, The Ultimate Guide to Landing Pages, CourseEnvy.com/what-is-a-landing-page. Buyer retargeting. Finally, 10% of my daily ad spend budget is allocated to buyer retargeting campaigns. When I start working with a new client, almost 100% of the time, they have zero ads retargeting their past customers. They want new customers only. So by doing this, you are leaving so much money on the table. Plus, it is so much harder to obtain new customers rather than selling to a past customer. Past customers are what I call hot audiences. They know your brand. They trust you. The work is done. Now you just need to keep providing value and increase their customer lifetime value. Remember at the beginning of this lecture, average order value? That is a one order. We are working on building their lifetime value. Keep selling to them. A common rebuttal I get from clients about ad spend targeting past customers is, why don't we just email them? Well, yes, of course, you will email them newsletters, promos, upsells. But look at your email open rate. Is it 10%, 20%, 30, 40? If you're lucky. With Facebook reach campaigns, I can guarantee you will reach almost your entire buyer customer list custom audience. This 10% of your daily budget targeting past buyers will be the best money you ever spend. Trust me. Your goal is to build retention and loyalty with past customers. Take Amazon, for example. They have mastered this with Amazon Prime program. They have retained the customers via a paid subscription so they get that ongoing recurring income, and establish loyalty with their exclusive 2-day shipping they offer only to Prime members. So think about it for your business. What exclusive offers can you reserve for returning customers only? For example, when I launch a new product, I will create an ad targeting past customers, offering it to them only and clearly letting them know that in the ad copy. People love exclusivity. Research other companies with VIP programs, reward programs, or customer loyalty programs, such as Starbucks Rewards, Marriott Rewards, any grocery store discount card. They are all offered to increase their customer lifetime value. Testimonials and user-generated content. A great idea for retargeting your past buyers is to collect testimonials and user-generated content. Selling is so much easier when you have great reviews and great photos, great videos of real customers using your product or service. Test creating a contest to get past customers to create content for you. For example, I will create a post-engagement campaign targeting past buyers saying, hey, free $25 gift card to use at our store for the best photo of you using XYZ product. Email us your pics, info@CourseEnvy.com. Winners will be announced on this post next week. So one pro tip here, ask for testimonials from multiple purchase customers to ensure the best reviews. Or at minimum, from single purchase customers after 30 days, because a return will typically happen in the first 30 days. Reach campaigns for past buyers. Facebook Conversions campaign goal is to seek users more likely to make a conversion for the event you selected, whether that's purchase, sign up, and so on. That said, this is the highest CPM, cost per impression, ad on the Facebook ad platform. So why spend more money on ad spend using a conversion campaign to retarget past buyers when we already know they converted? This is why we use reach campaigns to retarget our past buyer customer list custom audience. Omni-channel marketing. From our extensive research with clients, retargeting past customers via Facebook ads converts at a much higher rate than retargeting past customers via email marketing. Now, I'm not saying to stop emailing your past customers. Still do the promotions to your customer list. Still follow up after purchases with a thank you. Keep doing email marketing, but also create retargeting ads to ensure you reach your customers on the platforms they use daily. Create retargeting ads on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Google, and so on. Omni-channel marketing is crucial to ensure you reach people wherever they are online. Use each channel to work together, creating a unified message and voice and overall awareness for your brand. So here's the CourseEnvy buyer retargeting strategy. First, create a custom audience of users who have made a purchase event in the past 7 days. Then retarget this audience with a reach campaign. Set the frequency cap to 1 impression every 3 days, so each past buyer should see it 2 to 3 times in 1 week. Then create an ad with a selfie video of you. This is the best engagement results for us by far, of you saying something like, "Thank you so much for your purchase from CourseEnvy. We're so excited to have you as part of our community. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out to us. Thanks again." While many of my clients say, "Wow, this is wasted ad spend," I'm telling you, the shares I get from this, the direct messages from new clients that my past customers shared it with, people love appreciation. So appreciate them via this simple, cheap retargeting campaign. My next buyer retargeting strategy: create 2 custom audiences of users who have made a purchase event, first in the past 30 days and second in the past 60 days. This lets customers use your product or service for 30 days before asking for a review via email. Remember, this usually eliminates the users that are unhappy or already claim that refund or return in the first 30 days. So I will gamify, create a contest, the creation of user-generated content, such as testimonials, review videos, and photos of customers with our product. I will create a reach campaign targeting my purchase in past 60 days custom audience and exclude my purchase in past 30 days audience. Therefore, I'm targeting buyers in the past 31 to 60 days. So my ad copy will be something like, we're giving away a $100 gift card, obviously for our store. You want to make all giveaways win-win, bringing them back to your store. For one lucky customer, to enter, simply email us a selfie testimonial video with our product. Winner announced XYZ date. So a pro tip, create a new custom audience of customers who have made more than one purchase and or customers who have spent over a certain amount. And this custom audience will be called your VIP audience, which you can target with your VIP ads, letting the customer know they are exclusive VIP members and you offer exclusive products, pre-launches, anything exclusive to them first. Once these VIP custom audiences grow to 1,000 plus in size, create lookalike audiences of them. This is one of my highest return on investment lookalike audiences. Because think of it, I'm asking Facebook to go find people that are similar to my past buyers who have bought more than one time. Talk about the perfect list. So as you can see in this screenshot here, the create a website custom audience, we select purchase for the event, past 30 days, and then select frequency is greater than or equal to 2. Or again, you could change that to a sum of X amount of dollars if you only want people over $100 in product purchased. Next, make money from your biggest fans. One of my favorite marketing techniques is word of mouth from our own customers. Incentivize your customers to share your products or services with their friend via affiliate marketing. Enable your fans to make a living promoting your products for you. You can learn everything I know in our free affiliate marketing course at CourseEnvy.com/affiliate-marketing. When to use conversion campaigns. So you've seen me using conversion campaigns often in this course. So why do I use conversion campaigns so much? Think about it. Facebook is seeking users that are more likely to convert for the event I selected. View content, sign up, purchase. So why not target this user as often as you can? That said, conversion campaigns are the highest CPM, the most expensive user to market to on Facebook. But as long as I'm spending this ad spend, I want to be targeting the best users. So I'll create top of funnel conversion campaigns with the conversion goal of view content. I'll create middle of funnel conversion campaigns with the conversion goal of add to cart. Then I'll create bottom of funnel conversion campaigns with the conversion goal of purchase. I want to optimize and build custom audiences around users likely to convert. The only reason to use other objectives is to either 1, lower your cost, or 2, when you want a specific action taken, such as messages, video views. So before creating any conversion campaigns, I suggest seasoning your Facebook pixel for a while. This simply means installing the Facebook pixel on your website and letting it collect conversion data. So my rule, collect 100 total conversion events before starting a conversion campaign for that specific conversion event. So as you can see, I have 363 events received. My pixel fired 363 times for the lead event. Again, you can start with a single event fire. That could even be you going to the checkout page to fire this event and enable it to green. But I see better results from ads with 100 plus conversion events. Why I love split test. No funnel or campaign objective needs to be set in stone, as you have seen throughout this lecture. I am always testing different objectives to see if I can get a better result and a lower cost per action. Example number 1. I will split test bottom of funnel campaigns with reach and traffic campaigns to see if I can get sales cheaper than I am via my conversion campaigns. For example, if I have a custom audience of 1,000 past buyers, I already know they convert. So why use the most expensive ad campaign objective of conversion, the highest CPM campaign type, when I can get cheaper conversions retargeting this audience via a reach objective? Another split test will be conversion, purchase event versus reach objective when targeting the add to cart or initiate checkout custom audience. Again, these will be pretty small audiences, people who added to cart, people who initiated checkout. So yes, we can tell Facebook, hey, look for people who will convert to a purchase, or we can just target all of them via a reach campaign with a frequency of your choosing. They can see the ad daily. They can see the ad once every 3 days. That's what I see the best results from. So split test example number 2. A great split test for my top of funnel campaigns is targeting a niche that I know is my exact target market, such as parents with preschoolers age 3 to 5 living in city Los Angeles. It's a pretty small audience. Since this is a small audience, I will instead use a reach campaign to market to each and every one of these users in this target market. And again, I mentioned frequency cap. My max frequency cap is 10 per month. I don't want my small audience to get ad fatigue or them getting sick of my brand, right? So at max, I will set my frequency cap to 1 impression every 3 days. So this is the number of days that should pass before someone sees your ad again. So you can set this frequency cap under the ad set level, budget, and schedule. My number 3 split test example. When a lookalike audience is performing poorly in my testing campaign, I will swap it out for a different percentage size lookalike campaign. So oftentimes a 1% lookalike audience will perform best for me. I typically start with the 1% lookalike. But sometimes I see great results from my 5% and 10% lookalike audiences. So again, test. As you can see in this screenshot, I've already toggled off my 1% lookalike because it only got me 1 link click, while the 5% lookalike got me 46 link clicks. So the order of importance for optimization: first, identify the target market. Who is your target audience? Build up those custom audiences of interested people and action takers, whether these are leads, buyers. Once we have a converting target market, we can begin to focus more on optimizing the ad creative. Second, find what creative is working with this target market. Test images, videos, ad formats, such as carousel ads. Testing and optimizing creative typically results in the biggest changes in your results versus copywriting. So finally, third most important, test and tweak your ad copywriting to further fine-tune your ads and increase your conversions. Once you identify winning ad sets and ads, don't shut off what's working. Instead, place these winning assets into new CBO, campaign budget optimization campaigns, and begin fine-tuning your optimization. So keep those old winning ads on, even if it's all toggled off except for the 1 winning ad set and 1 winning ad. They're working. Don't shut them off. So in these new campaigns, I'll test new segments maybe of that winning audience in that testing campaign, such as 25 to 35 aged men versus women. I'll test placements, Instagram newsfeed versus Facebook newsfeed. I'll test ad creative segments, such as changing the problem I'm focusing on, offering a solution to, or maybe overcoming other pain points and objections. Always be testing creative to have fresh content ready to plug in. Remember, ad fatigue is common. Dynamic creative. Try to always test 5 ad creative variables. At the top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. This will include your varying images, videos, primary text, headline. Never assume you have the perfect ad. You can bulk test variables with dynamic creative enabled at the ad set level. So when creating your campaign, you will create a single campaign with campaign budget optimization toggled on. Then you will create a single ad set under that campaign, toggle on dynamic creative at the ad set level, and then create a single dynamic creative ad with 5 variables under each ad creative area, with up to 10 variables for images and videos. Then when you duplicate the ad set 10 times for split testing one audience each, you will not need to adjust the ad in those duplicates, as the dynamic creative will do the job for you. So as you can see, dynamic creative was toggled on at the ad set level. Now we can click that add another option link under each creative field. So I can add multiple images and videos, add multiple primary text, multiple headlines, multiple call to actions, and so on. So max out your media, all 10 images and videos, and then 5 different primary texts, 5 different headlines to see what is working best, what is getting the clicks. Oftentimes, I think I have a great ad copy, but I'll split test it with an emoji at the front, or maybe a totally different spin on my ad, and that one works. So really, test. Never assume you have the perfect ad copy. So for dynamic creative analysis, again, head to your ads manager, and then under the ads tab, click that breakdown menu in the far right. In this menu, under dynamic creative asset, select each dynamic creative asset to review the results. So image, text, headline. So I will combine all these winning, the best performing dynamic creative assets into a new, what I call Envy campaign. My goal is to have one campaign in place for testing, and then a second Envy campaign in place consisting of the best performing dynamic creative variables paired with my best performing ad sets that were derived from my testing campaign. The testing campaign feeds me the data for my new optimized separate Envy campaigns. Here's an Envy campaign example. After I let a testing campaign run for 3 days, I will review the dynamic creative assets via that breakdown menu on the ad level of that campaign. For this example, you can see I'm reviewing images first under dynamic creative asset. As you can see, I have a clear winner for my image. So I will take that image and use it in my new high-performing optimized Envy campaign. Now you will do the same review for text, headlines, and other dynamic creative assets you tested, all via the breakdown menu. Next, you will identify the best performing audience from the ad set of the testing campaign. If there's not a clear winner, you can create another split test in your Envy campaign, again using the split testing with campaign budget optimization strategy. So here's my Envy campaign based on the testing campaign results. My ad set is targeting the US 25 plus age, detailed targeting of Entrepreneur Magazine. My ad will be the green car photo, headline number 2, text number 3, and the learn more call to action button. So a pro tip, leave your testing campaign running. Sometimes these winning variables you used in your new Envy campaign work better in the original campaign. Who knows? Facebook is very finicky, as I'm sure you all know. So keep swapping out the poor performing variables with new ones in this testing campaign. You want to constantly be testing to find new target markets, new creatives, and more. Ad fatigue is common when you use the same image or video for months on end. So you always want to be testing and stockpiling that next best content to add to your Envy campaigns. Ad creatives. So ad creatives and copy for top of funnel. So think, what makes your product, service, or brand special? What is your unique selling proposition that will help you stand out? How is your product or service a solution to this user's problem? Sell the outcome. How great is their life going to be after they have your product or service? Test different ways to convey this message via your creatives. For example, a video of you talking into the camera, stating the problem, then stating how XYZ customer or even yourself solved that problem with your product. Then I'll finish my video by piquing their interest with a call to action, such as, to learn his secret, click the button below. Split test a traffic objective to a blog post listing the top 5 XYZ. This list should be relevant to your audience. So for clickbait ideas of these top lists, make sure to check out BuzzFeed. So besides a traffic objective, sending people to this blog post, we can also split and create a video that is a video format of this blog post. This can be as simple as a screen recording of a PowerPoint, just like this. Just intersplice it with photos of your product or photos of your customers, and then promote it as a video views campaign. Get people saying yes. Whether if it is a question in your ad copy or a free no-brainer offer. Getting them to say yes is a microtransaction or commitment that will warm them up to saying yes to buying later on. Ad creative and copy for middle of funnel campaigns. Middle of funnel campaigns are for answering objections that customers may have about your product, so they have no excuse but to buy. So think of what objections they may have. Share why your product is worth their time. Sell the outcome with your own customer testimonials. Tell them your money-back guarantee. Tell them about your lifetime access. Stamp out their objections with these ads. You can also test scarcity and social fear of missing out with your ad creative, such as a testimonial video of someone sharing their success after buying your product or service. Next, test various ad copy to see what objection debunking results in sales. This can even help shape new top of funnel ad copy, which can include answers to these customers' common objections. So this will cut them off even before they get to the middle of funnel ads, such as 30-day money-back guarantee. Clearly describe what your product does. Show them macro photos, lifestyle photos, any objection. Answer it here. Offer them something free. One specific example was a client who had an event. The objection we found was that people didn't want to come alone. So we offered them one free ticket with purchase so they could bring their spouse or friend. Answer objections here. Now, if you have a higher priced product, typically anything over $100, you need to continue to build trust with this middle of funnel campaign. You need to provide more value. You need to nurture the relationship with ads. Continue proving your value with your narrative, your story, share testimonials, and why people should care about your brand. For those higher price point things, you really need to hit your 7 touch points. That's people seeing and learning more about your brand at least 7 times before they are ready to buy. Now finally, ad creative and copy for bottom of funnel. User-generated content is king for us. Video testimonials, customer reviews, which you can create a slideshow of or a video of, or even images of customers with the product. Carousel ads were great for us, especially testimonial videos in each carousel card. You can also build credibility with bottom of funnel. Why should they trust you? What awards have you won? What are your total customers? Create ads relevant to the audience you are retargeting. For example, when retargeting an add to cart audience, remind the user they left something in their cart and didn't check out. This is a great audience to target with a 10% off coupon to return and finish checking out. Just make sure to exclude your custom audience of past customers who have made a purchase so you don't waste ad spend retargeting them. So a pro tip, selling with discounts creates a bad habit for customers. They may not want to make a full price purchase again. So instead of that 10% off coupon, offer a limited time bonus item to therefore add value and incentivize the customer to return to your store and complete their abandoned checkout. My highest converting bottom of funnel ad is always user-generated content. New potential customers want to see other people with your product, giving a review and a testimonial video, sharing their praise. User-generated content is a great way to overcome any final buying objections a potential customer may have. Here are some great user-generated content examples. Unboxing videos for your products. Carousel ads with a different customer testimonial video as each varying carousel card. As you can see in this screenshot, I have videos and even written reviews as a text image. Next, Turn written reviews into a 30-second video slideshow with images of your product, customer pictures, and text overlay to build out that video. Finally, customers wearing or using your product in videos or images. One pro tip, always split test men versus women. We see higher engagement with women product photos with women in our videos. For the best user-generated content examples, check out the ads run by facebook.com/snow. This is a teeth whitening company, and they use a ton of user-generated content with the text overlays in a video format. Next, you want to track your testing. So while Facebook does store all of your data right there in the Facebook Ads Manager, I still like to manually review and pull data from my Ads Manager to track everything in a separate Excel file. This Excel will include tabs for audiences, age, gender, location, placements, creative. Then on each tab or category, I will include separate columns for my key metrics, including the identifier, such as interest target. First, identifier, such as interest targeted. Then I will type each individual interest in the cells below in that column. Next column, amount spent. The next, CPM or cost per thousand views. Next, CPC. Then we have click-through rate, conversions, cost per result or CPA, revenue, and finally profit. Tracking your own data becomes very valuable so you can streamline future ad creation without wasted ad spend testing. You will know what audiences, images, ad copies, videos, demographics drive the highest return on marketing investment. For example, after collecting data for many clients, we now know the average CPM for a t-shirt company will be around $10, while the average CPM for an info product company is around $20. As you can see in this screenshot, for us, our best top-of-funnel audience is the interest Gary Vaynerchuk. Make sure to check out our CourseEnvy.com blog for more relevant content.